The European season doesn't start in September, it starts months before, and it's relentless. Already, we've seen a large group of sides from across the continent compete in matches, with plenty seeing their European campaign already come to a close. The first qualifying round only finished last week, and to make time, we have to dive straight into the next round. Much like the first stage, the second qualifying rounds of the UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League occur in unison, taking up 2 midweek slots of fixtures to complete the ties. In the Champions League, qualifying splits into 2 paths from here on. The 14 winners from the first qualifying round enter the Champions path, joining 10 new entrants to create 12 new ties. Alongside this comes the start of the League path, featuring the runners-up of the 4 leagues from the nations ranked 11 to 14 in UEFA's rankings: Serbia, Turkey, Switzerland and Ukraine. The Europa League stays with a single path for now, the 6 tie winners from the first qualifying round being joined by 14 new entrants, ranging from a former European champion to the cup holders in both Israel and Greece. Down in the Conference League, 2 qualifying paths have formed. The 14 losers from the UEFA Champions League first qualifying round have formed the Champions path. 12 of the 14 teams have been drawn into 6 ties, with byes to the third round given to 2 teams, Finnish side HJK and Northern Irish champions Larne. The main path, meanwhile, is a huge round. 86 teams in total, featuring the 25 winners from the first qualifying round, the 6 losers from the Europa League first qualifying round, and 55 new entrants from the associations ranked between 6 and 46 in UEFA's rankings. The only exception are 18th place Russia, whose teams are banned from European competition for the foreseeable. In total, across all 3 competitions, there are a whopping 144 teams featuring in second qualifying rounds this season. Of those, 81 are new entrants, representing a whole host of UEFA nations from the Netherlands and Norway to Lithuania and Liechtenstein. From those 81 new entrants, I've been able to pick out 6 of notable interest, 2 from each of the 3 competitions. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at them and the stories that have got them entering European football at this stage of qualifying. Running through in an alphabetical order, here are 6 teams to watch out for in UEFA's second qualifying rounds. Cercle Brugge, Belgium, UEFA Europa League. The Bruges club that is important not to forget. Whilst 19-time champions Club Brugge are a very familiar name in European football, their city roommates Cercle Brugge are themselves a long-standing club within the Belgian game. Cercle date back to 1899, a sports club founded by former students of a local Bruges institute. Whilst they have been around for 125 years, they don't have anywhere near the modern-day success that other domestic opponents have. Cercle last won the top flight title in 1930 and haven't won a Belgian Cup since 1985. They were playing second division football as recently as 2018, ending a period where they had been in desperate need of investment in order to be competitive and to even survive as an entity. The arrival of Russian oligarch Dmitry Rybolovlev has sparked new light into the green and black, promoted as second-tier champions in 2018 and spending the next 2 seasons in the bottom half of the Jupiler Pro League table. The last couple of years have seen growth though, led by Bosnian-Austrian coach Miran Muslic. Having come close to a Conference League spot after finishing 6th overall in 22-23, they'd end up 4th overall in 23-24, pipping Genk to the Europa League spot they take for this new season. The Finnish sees Cercle Brugge make a return to European football after 14 years, in what is only their 4th European campaign ever. Having played in the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup for a single round in the 1980s and the 1990s, they played 2 Europa League qualifying ties in 2010-11, beating Finnish side Turun Palloseura before exiting to Cypriot club Anorthosis Famagusta. Their return to UEFA competition sees them up against another second-round entrant, Scottish club Kilmarnock. Cercle hosts the second leg at the start of August, making use of the Jan Bredel Stadion. It's one of Belgium's largest, best-known stadiums, a host venue at UEFA Euro 2000, and jointly shared between Cercle Brugge and Club Brugge since opening in 1975. Fenerbahce, Turkey, UEFA Champions League. Easily one of the best-known teams that you'll find at this stage of European competition, Fenerbahce Spor Kulübü are a household name of Turkish football. The football department of the Fenerbahce Sport Club dates back to 1907, 28-time champion of their country. That includes 19 since the Super League era began in 1959, along with 7 Turkish Cups, and runs to the latter stages of all of Europe's senior club competitions. Fenerbahce are based in Kadıköy, the Asian side of Istanbul. Their intense rivalry with Galatasaray needs no introduction, and there's a fierce one with another Turkish giant in Beşiktaş as well. In 24-25, the interest in Fenerbahce is going to go up even more. Jose Mourinho is now in the dugout, and his first competitive games for the Yellow Canaries will be this second qualifying round tie. There'll be a strong desire to progress as far as possible in Europe and to end what is now a 10-year run without securing the Turkish top-flight title. Fenerbahce's European history is extensive, and they last went without a campaign on the continent during COVID times. Last year, a run that started in the Europa Conference League second qualifying round ended with penalty elimination in the quarter-finals to Olympiacos. This season is the latest attempt to win a UEFA Champions League tie for the first time since 2013-14. Fenerbahce will host Swiss club FC Lugano in the league path this July, hosting the second leg. The Sukru Sarakoglu Stadium is one of the largest hosting European matches anywhere this month, a 47,554 capacity giant that dates back to 1908. The stadium's current name came into use in 1998, being named for the man who was a legendary chairman of the club and served as Turkey's fifth prime minister between 1942 and 1946. FK Vojvodina, Serbia, UEFA Europa League. When you think of Serbian football, your attention turns to the Belgrade pair, Crvena Zvezda and FK Partizan. They are two of only three teams that have played in every season of the Superliga since it formed in 2006, and are the only two clubs to have so far lifted the title there. The other team that featured in every Super League season are FK Vojvodina, a historic club from the city of Novi Sad in Vojvodina, an autonomous province that occupies northern Serbia. FK Vojvodina's golden period was the days of the former Yugoslavia, champions in 1966 and 1989, and making the quarterfinals of the European Cup back in 1967. Modern day success includes Serbian Cup wins in 2014 and 2020. Vojvodina started out wearing blue and white, but switched to their current red and white in the 1920s via the influence of Czech club Slavia Praha. Several Vojvodina players and staff studied in Prague at the time, with Slavia a big aid and support of FK Vojvodina during this period. Vojvodina have been a common face in European qualifying over the years, but are yet to reach the UEFA main phase. They've come close though with Europa League playoff round appearances in 2013, 2015 and 2016. They'll do very well to reach that stage again this season though. Their opponents in this year's second qualifying round are Dutch giants Ajax. They will host the second leg of the tie, but not at the regular Karađorđe home. Instead, it will be the TSC Arena in Bačka Topala, the 4,500 capacity home of FK TSC, who reached the Europa League group stage last season. Go Ahead Eagles, Netherlands, UEFA Conference League. There are not many better named clubs in European football. Go Ahead Eagles are based in Deventer, a city of around 100,000 and around 100 kilometres east of Amsterdam. The club began life in 1902 as Be Quick, urged by the KNVB to change their name as a different club, Be Quick Groningen, existed elsewhere. Go Ahead was chosen as a loose alternative to Be Quick, with traditional colours of red and yellow also picked. Their history has seen them spend most of their time between the first and second divisions in the Dutch pyramid, reaching the KNVB Beker final in 1965. Go Ahead Eagles were a second-tier side as recently as 2021, promoted in second on goal difference. 13th place and 11th place finishes followed, before coming 9th in the Eredivisie in 23-24. That got them into the four-team Conference League playoffs, where a 2-1 comeback win over Nijmegen and a dramatic extra-time victory over Utrecht saw them book their spot in Europe. It's a first continental campaign since a 5-2 aggregate defeat to Ferencváros in 2015, and only their second campaign since the 1980s. There's an immediate need to adapt to the new season. Head coach René Hacker has recently departed to be part of the Manchester United management team. In his absence, Go Ahead Eagles will go ahead without him, facing Norwegian club SK Brann in the Conference League. They have hosting rights to the first leg, doing so at the home of over a century. De Adelaarshorst can translate as the Eagle's Nest from Dutch and is a modern 10,400 capacity stadium that is among the 20 largest in the Netherlands. Jagiellonia Białystok, Poland, UEFA Champions League. There are 10 new teams entering the UCL Champions path at this stage, and only one is a first-time champion of their country. Jagiellonia, from the city of Białystok in northeastern Poland, pipped Śląsk Wrocław to the title through very fine margins. The pair finished level on 63 points from 34 games, winning their home fixture against each other. Jagiellonia won the title through head-to-head goal difference, beating Śląsk 3-1 at home, whilst their opponents only recorded a 2-1 home victory. Their success keeps up a good period of diversity when it comes to Poland's recent champions. 3 of the last 6 titles have gone to first-time winners, including each of the last 2 now. For Jaga, 23-24 was the peak season of more than 100 years of football. They were formed back in 1920 by soldiers, with a history that has seen them bounce between the levels of the Polish pyramid. They were as low as the 4th tier back in 2000 and have been an ever-present in the Ekstraklasa since promotion in 2007. Prior to last year, the highs had come from a Polish Cup win in 2010 and second place finishes in 2017 and 2018. Now, under former second-team coach Adrian Siemieniuk, Jagiellonia make a first venture into the top level of the European game. Prior European campaigns have been in the Europa League, their last season being 2018-19. They've only ever won 3 qualifying ties and never progressed beyond the 3rd qualifying round. They are guaranteed to go further this year though, with a minimum exit of the Conference League playoff round assured and a spot in one of the league phases guaranteed if they win this second round tie. Jagiellonia Białystok face Lithuanian title holders Pane Vaishis in the UCL second qualifying round. The Polish champions host the second leg at their Białystok stadium. The old ground on the site dated back to 1972, undergoing a rebuild between 2008 and 2014 that creates the 22,432 capacity venue that's in place today. Transinvest Lithuania, UEFA Conference League. We're finishing this video with a club that has existed for less than 3 years, and that means they've almost missed out on being here. Futbolo Klubas Transinvest formed back in December 2021. It's the creation of Transexpedicja, a cargo transportation company joining Lithuania's 3rd division for the 2022 season. The team based themselves in Galinae, a tiny village of less than 100 people that's beyond the northern outskirts of Lithuania's capital, Vilnius. Their games, however, are played around 35 kilometres northwest of here in Širvintos, whilst a roughly 1,500 capacity stadium is built in Galinae. Well back from the off, Transinvest smashed the 3rd tier in their 1st season, scoring an average of more than 4 goals a game. Promotion brought them up into Lithuania's 2nd tier, and it is a title that they would win again at the first attempt in 2023, finishing 14 points clear at the top and scoring 83 goals. Alongside the title came cup success, coming from behind to beat SA Šiauliai 2-1 and win the 2023 Lithuanian Football Cup, the first time a side outside the top flight had lifted the trophy. That cup win books them their spot in the UEFA Conference League for this season, but the now A-Liga team have still got their European debut on a technicality. UEFA rules do not usually allow clubs less than 3 years old to compete in European tournaments, an age that Transinvest is still yet to reach. They've been granted a rare exemption though, got the UEFA licence and begin their continental journey this week. Transinvest's first ever European opponents will be Mlada Boleslav, a 2-time Czech Cup winner who won Czechia's Conference League playoff final last May. The Lithuanian side head to Bohemia first before hosting the second leg. Due to UEFA requirements, neither their regular or future grounds are yet suitable, so the game will be hosted at the LFS Stadium in Vilnius. The official stadium for the Lithuania Football Federation, it's a simple 5,067 capacity venue that was Lithuania's national stadium between 2005 and 2022. That was 6 teams to watch out for in UEFA's second qualifying rounds. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the Matchday Man for future videos. There's plenty more teams to dive into as the qualifying rounds progress. I'll see you then.